Hi there, it's Julie again. For chapter 2 of our tutorial, we're going to learn how to use these, what we've been referring to as the spotlights. Each of you has in your kit a Blizzard Tournado LED par. And these are basically a giant battery with some LEDs on the front of it, okay? You can run them in any number of ways. There's lots of ports and stuff for control cables, but for our purposes, we're gonna, for everybody except the Nina, we're just gonna run them on manual settings where you just manipulate the menus to get them to be a sexy color. No fancy electronic signal from a computer necessary. Okay, so first thing I wanna show you is this is called a PowerCon power cable. This is for charging the battery. And so right now you see I've got it plugged in. Guess what though? It doesn't actually need to be plugged in for the show. So it has a little thing here that you retract and then twist it counterclockwise 45 degrees and it comes right out. Now, all the ports have little covers because this can also be used in the weather outdoors. So in between performances, you should charge it, plug it in and just set it, next to the wall, charging. But then for your performances, take the power cable out and cover up the port. All right, so. Okay, next thing I want to show you is this has what's called a split yoke that you can use to make a little floor stand if you want to. It has 2 T-nuts on either side, one on either side, and they lock the yoke into position. If you want to, you can unlock it and then move these like so. Lock it in position, and then it's like a floor stand, right? I think for the numbers where you guys are going to be doing choreography with them, we probably will just have you leave them like that, but we'll see what Tony thinks of that. Okay. So you've got a bunch of controls on the back, most importantly the on-off button, which is this guy. When you turn that on, you'll get, who knows what it might say here, because we don't know where it is in the menu structure. Ignore this blinking blue light. It's looking for a wireless signal, and we're not giving it a wireless signal, so just let it blink. Now, one thing is that these have an auto lockout feature, so if you don't press any buttons for a while, it'll revert to a readout like this, P, and then it could say anywhere from 000 to 100. That's how much battery charge it has. This, as I said, this thing is basically one giant battery. And right now it has 85%. Now, if I hit these little buttons, nothing happens. And that's because I'm locked out. That's a safety feature that once you get everything set the way you want it, you don't accidentally change it when you're, moving the thing around by touching it, or your dog doesn't come along and, lick it and all of a sudden it's not the right color. So to get out of lockout, you just hold down any one button with your finger. And it's not really a hold down button. You just contact one button electrostatically with a finger, and then it gets you back into the menus. Now, this happens to say S right there. You're in a random location in the menus, which are not well organized. They're kind of stupid. So there's this cheat sheet that I made for you to help you find what you need to find. This is the menu structure where all of the basic menus are, let me get rid of the sheet protector. All of the basic menu options are right here. And then within all, it's like nested menus. So if you select one of these, then you'll have these options. And then this is a description of what they do. Most of these you can ignore. But I need to show you how to get to and manipulate the one that puts us in just manual colors. So here's what you do. In order to get around the menus, oh look, we're locked out, but we know what to do. We're just gonna hold down one of the buttons for several seconds. Okay, so now we're gonna hit the menu button. Hello? Enter, hello. Oh, great. Okay, so now to get to the outermost shell of the nested menus, just hit the menu button and you can see that it says out. And on here, it's like all the way at the bottom. That one has to do with the power output. I've already set those for you. So we're just gonna use the up and down keys to cycle through these menu options. So I'm hitting up. That took me to the top of our list. That says address. That's if we want a computer to control it. We don't. This says slave. That's if we want it to be in master and slave mode, which we don't. That's a whole nother story. Number of channels is this one. I've already got that set for you. That's nothing you need. That's nothing you need. This is the one that you need. PR// or hyphen. We're going to select enter, and that's going to get us into that menu so we can manipulate the options. This has like 60, I think, pre-programmed colors that you can select. This is color 12. If I hit up, it goes to color 13, up again, etc. So now I can just cycle through all the fun colors. So what we'll do is have you guys, everybody will pick a color that they're gonna be. And so let's say we want color 19, which is this sort of a pink. Eventually let's see, we have to hit enter to say, yes, we want that color. And then it stops blinking. Now it's just on in color 19 until you tell it to do something else, right? Okay, so if we then decide we want to change to a different color, we're gonna hit the up and down buttons to scroll through other colors. Let's find something fun here. There we go. Here's a nice little teal. Hit enter, and then you've selected teal, okay? So probably what will happen is we'll just set it and forget it. And then if you turn this off at the end of the show, the next time you turn it on, it should come up in exactly that color. So once you do this once, you should never have to do it again. However, I just want you to know how, because it's fun to play with. Okay, so my thinking is that probably what we're gonna do in the show, I've got a little Zoom meeting going so we can see what this looks like. Pointing at the camera, panning this way, pretending you're pointing at Nina, stuff like that, right? So I'm hoping that, you know, Tony can choreograph some interesting things where we see these lights pan, etc. Now there's one more thing I'm going to show you. We might get into, we might not. I'm going to get back into the screen here. It also can do chases where it automatically cycles through different colors. So to get to that, what we have to do is hit the menu button to get back out to the outer shell of menus. And then we're going to hit up. And the very next menu, it says ASC. I don't know why it says that. That's auto mode. And we're going to hit enter. And now it is running through one of its various auto chases. That's one. If we want to try different ones, no, I hit, there's number 3. It's sort of different a little bit. Number 4, these just have different sets of colors that they cycle through. So it's possible that we might use the auto mode, but we'll figure that out during tech, okay? Now, if we wanted to get back to just a single color, what we'd do is hit the menu button and then hit down and it'll take us back to the PR, then hit enter, and you're back to being able to select whatever color you want. So you select your color, you hit enter, and then there it is. And it's just gonna stay on until you tell it to go off, okay? I have a phone call, see ya.